This video is going to be a full Sendlane walkthrough. So in this video we're going to integrate Sendlane and then we are going to create a list within Sendlane to act as a target for the emails we will collect, and then a form which is integrated with Sendlane to collect these emails within Convertry. So at the end of this you should have Sendlane integrated and a working form with Sendlane. So let's get started by going to the account dashboard on the top and then the left hand toolbar to go to the integrations button. Scroll until you see Sendlane and then click Set Up. So here we're going to need three pieces of information: our site address, our API key and our hash key. The way to get these is to log into Sendlane in a different tab if you haven't already. So I have here, and you'll be faced with your dashboard. So go from this left hand toolbar and go to the cog looking button, which is your account settings, and click API. So this is going to tell us a few things, but the most important one is we have our API key, which if you click will copy. So let's API key, hash key, which is this one here. They're both labelled, but quite clearly. And then it says site address here, but actually, as you can see, none of this says site address. However, the site address is the Sendlane subdomain. So it's named differently, but that is the same thing. So click on your Sendlane subdomain, paste that in, and click Save. We've got a little green message here saying our account is successfully connected, which is good, and the green tick. So we know that that's worked. So they're now talking to each other. The two are integrated. So the next thing we have to talk about is list creation. So you need different lists because most people won't just have one mailing list. Even if you have one product, you'll want a mailing list for people that have the product that you want to sell upsells to. For instance, you'll have a mailing list for people who are new to the product, a mailing list that you will run Facebook traffic off, for instance, to get people interested in your product. There's lots of different emails, and having lists means you can target people really specifically and make sure that they are only receiving the information you want them to receive. And then again, if you had multiple products, you would want different lists. So this is a very important part of autoresponders. So to create a list within Sendlane, go back to your tab. Obviously we don't need these anymore, so go back to your dashboard. And from the left-hand toolbar, we'll see there's an audience button. It looks like a 3-person outline. Click this and go to lists. So here is where our lists are. I just have one. I will be sending my subscribers to this list today called First List. But if I, like I said, had a lot of different pages that I wanted to collect different information on, I would create different lists by clicking here and creating a series of new links. New lists. They'll all come up within Convertry. I'll show you how in a second. Here you can see we could add contacts manually if we wanted to, as opposed to them filling in a form, and we could delete the list. So you can edit these lists, but once you're happy that you have at least one list that you want to send the emails to so that they can be stored within Sendlane, you can go back to Convertry. Go to the campaigns dashboard and choose the funnel and page which you want to add your form to. So I'm using a template here, but don't let it scare you. The minimum thing that you will need to create a form would be this email box and the submit button. These can both be found in the form elements tray. Here's the email, here's the submit. I've also got a first name box just to demonstrate, as many of you guys know, and with all this other information is available in some of our other form help guides, that you can have lots of different inputs here depending on the information you want to gather. So once you've got all those boxes set up, it's time to get Sendlane integrated with this specific form. So go to Forms on the top hand toolbar, go to Autoresponders and click Sendlane. So this drop down will display all the lists that you have. So I just showed you I have First List within my account. That's what's come up here. If I had lots, they would drop all the way down, but this is just all I have right now. So once you've decided that's the list I want my emails to go to, click First List, or whichever one in your case. So here we can see that we have fixed fields. So Sendlane knows that this is an email. As it says, type email, type first name, type last name. Occasionally with form integration, depending on your different autoresponders, you need to configure the form form elements. So this might look the same, but there would be drop downs on this right hand side, and then you would need to label them what they are. So email, first name, last name. Sendlane's done this automatically in this case, but it's always vital to do that. Otherwise, your Sendlane won't know, oh, that's a first name. It will just see letters. It won't know what it's labelled as. So once you're happy with all of that, click done. If you haven't already added a thank you page, then you'll be taken to here. So you can either say, oh, I don't want to send my users to a thank you page, and the page won't redirect when the form is submitted. Or you can say, yes, I have a thank you page for thanking people for signing up to my mailing list. In which case you can paste the URL of this here and decide if you want the form data to also be sent over to there. So that will be your form set up. You'll click done, and that little red tick will appear that wasn't there before, which lets us know Convertri saying yes, that's properly set up. So that is how you do it. Obviously, you'll probably want to publish it, and then you'll be able to test this for yourself. And then you'll be able to see the email pop up within your list in the Sendlane, and you'll know that it's working and ready for you to start collecting your subscribers.